Hi, my name is Chef Chris Lenza, and I am a executive chef in the community. I'm known for cooking nutritious wellness meals and also providing educational recipes. Welcome to Blue Watermelon Project Chef in the Garden. Today we are going to make a Vietnamese-inspired pancake. We'll be using spring pea shoots and coconut milk and some turmeric. So the Vietnamese pancake is a very simple dish to make. It's crispy, but soft on the inside. It can be earthy, has little hints of sweetness. It's a great snack and meal to enjoy with your family. So to make the batter, we are going to begin by adding our dry ingredients. We will start with the cornstarch, the rice flour, sugar, salt, and last the turmeric. We will whisk our dry ingredients until it's fully incorporated and mixed throughout, and then we will begin by adding our wet ingredients. The first wet ingredient we have is coconut milk. Next will be our water, and then again you want to mix it to incorporate the batter throughout, and to make sure we're removing any lumps that may come throughout this mixture. And make sure you're getting the sides of the bowl, because sometimes the dry ingredients will stick on the sides of the bowl. So I like to kind of use my whisk and get onto the sides of the bowl. Again, trying to remove as many lumps as possible. You're looking for a nice and smooth batter. Usually, if you can, it would be nice to let the batter rest for about 2 minutes. At room temperature is fine. Just kind of would like to get all of the ingredients to kind of bind together, and it will also thicken just a tad. So we will be filling up the inside of the pancakes with some nice spring pea shoots. And the pea shoots are earthy, they're subtle in flavor, but they're also crunchy. And as we're waiting for our batter to rest, we're gonna turn it over to Joseph at AZ Microgreens to talk about how to grow these beautiful pea shoots and incorporate them into all of your recipes.
Well, thanks, Chef Chris. I'm Joseph with Arizona Microgreens, and today I'm gonna show Mr. Pickle how we grow pea shoot microgreens. And this is what our final product is gonna look like. These are pea shoots. I don't know if you've seen these before. They're really delicious. Pretty common in like Southeast Asian cuisine, but we can also have them in salads and sandwiches and just kind of snack on them like that. What do you think, Mr. Pickle?
Oh man, these are good.
Pretty good. Mr. Pickle, we're gonna start out with some pea seeds here. These are just dry pea seeds. What do you notice about those?
They're dry, they're not wrinkly, they look like they're ready to go in the ground and be planted.
Cool, so we're actually gonna add one step that's gonna make this even more successful. We're gonna soak these in water, just plain water. Ideally, we're gonna have these soak overnight. And then they're gonna end up looking like that, right there. Still somewhat the same, but what do you notice now?
They're a little wrinkly.
A little wrinkly, yeah. And they're a little heavier. They've soaked up a little bit of that water. And what that's gonna help with is it's gonna make sure that each one of those seeds is wet, that it gets kick-started in germination, and then it grows really, really well. So here, Mr. Pickle, I'm gonna have you spread some of this potting soil in our little planting tray right here.
Okay.
So when we're planting seedlings, you really want there to be a lot of room, right, for those roots to be able to spread out. And then we're gonna take these seeds. These are the seeds, again, that we soaked in water. And I'm just gonna spread those evenly around the tray.
That's it?
Mr. Pickle, our job is done. 10 days, and then this is gonna turn into this. So in the meantime, we just need to make sure that we water it maybe every other day.
So if we do this all correctly, about 10 days, 2 weeks?
Yeah, you're gonna have
like
this.
This tall?
That's tall. So make sure that you get it some good lighting if you can, but if you can't, it's still gonna grow.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then just keep it moist.
Yeah, and you know, that's what we love about microgreens. Very few other things that in 10 days, you're gonna get that much food that you can eat and put in really interesting creative recipes and have a ton of fun with.
Wow, this is going to be fun. I've always wanted to do this, and I really didn't know anything about how to do this.
You needed an expert to come in and show you how.
Thanks for helping Mr. Pickle out today.
You got it. All right, now back to you, Chef Chris. I can't wait to try those pancakes.
Thanks, Joseph, for letting us know how to grow the microgreens. And now let's use those microgreens in our Vietnamese-inspired pancake recipe. So we will begin by chopping them up. So first I like to bring all the pea shoots together to make it easier to cut and chop. Remember, when using a knife, it's very sharp, can be very dangerous. We want to make sure that you always have an adult supervision with you. Take your time with it. For me, I like to keep my hand away from the knife, and I just like to make some nice, easy, rough chops, keeping my knuckles behind the knife, and about maybe a ½ inch chops. And then what I do is I like to just turn them 1/4 turn, and then I would repeat that process again, and that's really going to add a nice dimension to our pancakes. Now we're ready to cook the pancakes. So I like to start out with a non-stick skillet, about medium to medium-low heat. 1 teaspoon of canola oil. Move my canola oil around the pan. And now we take our pancake batter. So the pancake batter, I use a ½ cup to measure each pancake. So once I have our batter measured out, I add it to the pan. And then I also do a little swirl to coat the entire bottom of the pan. And I'm also trying to make the batter as even as possible so we have a nice, perfectly evenly cooked pancake. Typically, you'll see that it will start cooking in the middle on the inside first. This process here will typically take about 2 to 3 minutes. At this point, we would want to add our pea shoots. So I like to sprinkle the pea shoots in an even layer throughout the whole pancake. The lid is going to help the pancake crisp on the outside, but it's also going to help the steam release the pancake from the pan. It usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes with the lid on. So what I'm doing now is I'm loosening the pancake from the pan so I can fold it. Get your spatula, tuck it underneath the scallion pancake. You just want to gently try to loosen it. Take your time, very carefully. Add it to your cutting board so you can see that it's slightly golden brown. It's not too thick, not too thin. So let's go ahead and cut it. I like to put my hand on top of the knife to keep my fingers away from cutting or slicing. So now we have our finished Vietnamese-inspired pancake with coconut milk and turmeric. I like to pair it with some soy sauce. Take a piece. So I just dunk it in there. And crunch. It's good. It's good. I hope you enjoyed our recipe of the Vietnamese-inspired pancake, and I hope you also enjoyed the Chef in the Garden.